Hey you guys, it's Rita. Welcome back to my channel. So for today, I was actually gonna film something else, but then I realized that I haven't really posted anything of the Sephora VIB sale. So today we're gonna do a recommendation. I'm gonna be getting ready and kind of like going through all these products. This might be a little repetitive because these are my favorite products and I've talked about them before. I try to do a little bit more of a mixture, so bring things that I haven't mentioned in the past. But in general, these are going to be things that I think are very worth your money, and then some ideas of things you might want to get to save some money. So the Sephora VIB just started for Rouge members this Friday, so this is still, I know that everyone has already posted their videos, but it just started and I know not everyone started shopping yesterday. So I hope you find some recommendations. So let's get right to it because I do have a lot of products in front of me and I have a limited time for filming. So let's start with honestly my favorite primer. I've talked about this so many times, but I really can't think of anything but this as my favorite base. This is going to be the Bobbi Brown, the Vitamin Enriched Face Base. This is such a beautiful product. I feel like even if you don't have dry skin like myself, you would still love it. Maybe if you have more oily skin, you can use this more of a second recommendation for a primer. I really do enjoy the Rare Beauty. This is just called the Illuminating Primer. So this is not going to be for someone who's oily. This is just going to be for someone with more normal to dry skin. It's not going to give you any extra moisture, but it is a beautiful kind of like glowy primer. I really do love it. In past videos or previously, I've also mentioned that I love the Charlotte Tilbury, which is definitely another recommendation. I think I have it here somewhere, but I didn't want to mention it again because I always talk about that one. This one is going to be kind of like the same type of more glowy one, but it is definitely more affordable than the Charlotte Tilbury one, but this is also a good one that I love. So I didn't want to just keep mentioning the Charlotte Tilbury one all the time in every video. So we're gonna be using this one instead, and it just gives you a beautiful glow. You can see my cheeks right here, and I apply it everywhere because again I have more drier skin. This is the Charlotte Tilbury I was just mentioning. I still love it, but I wanted to switch things up a little bit. In the whole switching things up, another foundation that I love but I feel like I don't speak as much in my on my channel is going to be the Lancome. This is actually my second bottle. This is the Tinted All. I've got a darker shade and I've got this one that definitely suits me better now. This one is the shade 320 Bisque. So I'm just going to use this one for today. Other foundations that I really love, of course, are going to be the Charlotte Tilbury one, both the matte and the glowy one. I have them here. I was going to use the Charlotte Tilbury today, but again, I talk about this brand all the time on my channel because I truly love it, so I didn't want to include it today. But these two are also bomb and they are very expensive, so it is a good time to purchase right now when you can get some discount to it. But let's go ahead and start using this one. I did leave a little bit of the Rare Beauty primer there, so I'm just gonna mix together. This is going to be a very thick foundation, so this is definitely for someone who's looking for the full coverage, which I always am. So I'm going to go ahead and dot this everywhere and kind of like use my finger to start blending in. And I will be using a beauty blender to blend this into the skin. That's another recommendation. I've got a brand new one, which is always exciting. Beauty blenders are $20, which is not super cheap for a sponge. So whenever the Sephora sale comes around, I always like to buy one, like a new one, just to have like, you know, refreshments on my beauty blenders because they do get bad. So it's always good to have one or two in stock that are new, and what better time whenever you can save some money. So I'm just blending everything in with this beauty blender. The thing I love about this foundation, it's going to give you a full coverage, but whenever applied with a beauty blender, like a wet sponge, it's going to give you such a beautiful finish. It'll give you the full coverage, but it's not going to leave your face looking like thick, which is something that I do hate. So this is going to give you a beautiful finish, and if you are more of a dry skin like I am, just mixing it with a little bit of a more glowy primer, the finish is going to be absolutely beautiful and it's going to give you that full coverage, but looking very good on the skin, which of course I absolutely love. I'm always on the hunt for great concealers because I do have vitiligo, so I do try to cover the whiteness around my eyes. So concealer is most of the times the way I cover it. Sometimes I just do it with my same full coverage foundation, but I just wanted to show you a couple of choices that I really do love. My favorite being the Hourglass, which is what I'm gonna use today. I don't know the name of this, but I'll put it right here and I'll link it below. But this is my favorite concealer. It gives you full coverage. It looks beautiful. It's not cracky on the skin, and it's one that I love because someone that's looking for full coverage, some concealers might start to blend away whenever you're blending. So you kind of like apply and then you try to apply a little bit more to cover more, and instead of giving you more coverage, it kind of like goes away, which blows my mind, but it does happen pretty often, especially to me whenever I'm trying to find a high coverage. This one, absolutely beautiful finish, and it's so easy to work with, and it blends, and you can add coverage even more, and it allows it to do it in a beautifully way. Another one, two more that I like, is going to be the Fenty Beauty. I love this one as a more of a I guess illuminating or brightening concealer, as well as the Rare Beauty. So whenever I do use a high coverage foundation and I just want to apply a little bit of concealer to brighten but also cover at the same time, these are my go-to. So these three, highly recommend. Brush that I've been absolutely loving literally since I bought it and I have not put it down is going to be the Rare Beauty. So this one is just a dream for me whenever I bought it. Literally, there's nothing else. This is going to be the Rare Beauty, the concealer brush, I believe, or the foundation. I don't even remember. I'll definitely leave it right here on the description box, but this is such a perfect brush for applying concealer around your eyes because it has that kind of like tip on it. It's very, very good one. I really, really love it, and it makes concealer application the easiest. And I don't know if you can tell, but look at how beautiful that coverage is, and it's very, very easy to blend, and it just looks absolutely stunning. So product that I feel like has gotten a lot of hype lately because of TikTok has been the Hollywood contour one by Charlotte Tilbury. This is a beautiful, beautiful contour. I love using this whenever I want to have a more chiseled look. So this is absolutely stunning. But another favorite of mine also for more contouring is going to be the Fenty bronzers. She has a lot of different shades, so you can definitely pick your favorite. I have two of this, but this one is the one that I prefer for more contouring, more definition. This is the shade Macchiato number 3, and this is super easy to use. Both of these products are, so if you're looking for something more contoury that's going to be in a more cream liquid, definitely pick this up or consider picking them up because they are very, very good. For today, I'm gonna go for the Fenty one, and I'm gonna use this Old Elf brush. This is such an easy product to use, and it'll give you a beautiful definition to kind of like sharpen those cheeks. For bronzer, I would definitely recommend the Kosas. I've got mine in the shade medium golden bronze. It is such a beautiful baked product, and usually baked products are going to be more drier. Not this one. This one is very creamy. It's very pigmented. It's just very soft and easy to blend. It is definitely my go-to in the summer because it has more of like that glowy kind of shine to it. It's absolutely stunning. And I like to use this everywhere where I applied my contour, but I also like to go here in the center of my face just to give me that more realistic bronze, like I just stepped into the sun. This is very, very beautiful. I always like to wear highlight. On my everyday, I prefer to go for a more subtle kind of look. And for that, I absolutely love the Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow. I love both of these products. This one is a beautiful contour one, and this is just the most stunning subtle highlight for your everyday. Again, I mention this all the time. I absolutely love it, and I think it's worth it, and it's a very, very pricey product. So definitely take advantage of that 20% off, or maybe 15, 10, whichever percentage you get off. But this is definitely worth every penny, even at full price. I'm not gonna use that one today because, again, I'm sounding like very repetitive, but I use the same products from Charlotte Tilbury and love them all the time. So for today, I'm going to recommend another one that I've been absolutely loving ever since I purchased this. This is the Rare Beauty Liquid Luminizer. I've got mine in the shade Flaunt. It looks very dark on the actual bottle, but it is the most stunning product. You have so much of this product that you're literally never gonna finish it. So let me swatch it real quick for you. You can see how beautiful this is. And it looks absolutely beautiful, and it just blends so nicely with a beauty blender, which is what I'm gonna do today. I'm just gonna use my same beauty blender, and I'm going to blend this into the face. It is very, very beautiful. And they have so many of these shades on Sephora that you'll definitely find the one that you prefer. I was stunned whenever I tried this in store because I was not expecting that I would love this kind of like darker shade, but it just looks absolutely stunning. Look at that highlight. It is just a showstopper. I really, really love it. Not for the subtle kind, because this is definitely not subtle, but it is so stunning. And once blended into the skin, especially with a beauty blender, it just kind of like melts into your face and it just looks beautiful. For blush, I have a lot of them right here in front of me, and I'm just going to straight up say it. There, yes. Charlotte Tilbury is back in my life with these recommendations. Her blushes are very beautiful. They are very pricey, so again, take advantage of the discount. I've got 3 of them right here. Pillow Talk being my favorite for every day. It goes good with literally every makeup that you could do. I feel like any skin tone will look absolutely beautiful, even if you're way darker than me, way lighter than me. This is just a stunner and goes perfect with anything. Another one, kind of like the same category as it'll go with literally every makeup look you go for, is going to be this one that I haven't been able to put down. This is the Patrick She's So LA. It comes with a powder and then a cream, and it comes protected, so I absolutely love that. I've been using this literally every single day for the past maybe 2 months at this point. I love it so much. I ordered another one, the pink version of the same blush. Definitely recommend. And then a more newer purchase is going to be this Rare Beauty in the shade Nearly Rose. I do have the Nearly Nude and Nearly Rose, but this one is the one that I'm gonna use today because again, it's more of a beautiful pink, and whenever the spring is around, I love this one. Rare Beauty has been slowly creeping into my life, and I am not mad about it. Her products are definitely top notch. And the packaging of this blush is absolutely stunning. I actually talked about this in one of my previous videos whenever I did a first impressions in her new launches. So anyway, let's just go ahead and try this. Very, very pigmented, very intense, so maybe don't get as much as I just did. This is such a beautiful shade, and this shade specifically, I feel like it's the perfect for the spring and summer. Another beautiful highlight that I absolutely love, that I'm very torn to know that the company is no longer available and we won't be able to get a hold of these products anymore. It's going to be the Becca highlights. I'm not sure, honestly, I haven't checked on the Sephora website if they are out of stock. If they're not, definitely run and pick some because they are the most stunning pressed highlights. I'm going to set the highlight that I used just to be extra because I definitely want to use this one. I purchased 2 of them from the Becca site before, you know, when they just announced that they were closing. I got Opal and Moonstone. So for today, I'm just going to use Opal just to be extra highlighted because today's a special day. I'm gonna get my vaccine, so my appointment is in a little while, so I definitely want to look my best for my appointment. But yeah, this is such a beautiful one. Just added a little bit because I already had highlights. Let's move on to eyeshadows. I feel like I haven't bought an eyeshadow palette in such a long time. Like honestly, even in the last Sephora sale, I wanted to pick something up and I ended up not picking anything up because I couldn't think of anything that I wanted. Which I guess is kind of good and bad at the same time because nothing has really caught my eye. Anyway, general recommendations for the sale. Try to pick things that are going to be expensive because you really can't get any other deals. This makeup barely comes on sale, especially at Sephora. But my 2 favorite brands of eyeshadows are going to be Tom Ford and Charlotte Tilbury, both very expensive. This palette is going to be a 4. Both of them are quads, which is what I really prefer now instead of bigger palettes. Tom Ford, Absolutely stunning. I'm gonna use body heat for today. And I saw that right now at Sephora, they have this with a limited edition, which is going to be a pink packaging. Very, very stunning. I wish I could buy that one, but I already have this one, so I'm not going to because it's the same product. And then Charlotte Tilbury quads are just beautiful. My favorite being Exaggerized. This has been in her line for a very long time, but honestly, it's such a beautiful ultimate Charlotte Tilbury eye with this palette. I absolutely love it. I've used it so many times. I got it not so long ago, surprisingly, because my Charlotte Tilbury collection of eyeshadows is pretty big, and I bought this very, very last. This was, I believe, my last palette that I purchased from hers. But anyway, I'm gonna go for body heat today. Yeah, let's go for this one. I'm gonna try to run through this because this is gonna be super long. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply this and we'll move on with the next products. I'm gonna go ahead and use Rose Gold by Charlotte Tilbury. These are such beautiful eyeshadows. I do have 3 of this. I just thought about it, and it's definitely something that's not cheap. So if you are interested in picking them up, they are very stunning. She has like 6 different shades. Not a huge variety, but you can definitely find something that you would like. This one is probably my favorite of hers. But I'm just going to go ahead and apply this all over the eye. This gives the most stunning pink shade. And I am using the darker reddish here on the palette. To finish up the eyes, I'm just going to add mascara. So 2 recommendations. It's going to be one of them, the Lancome Monsieur Big. This is going to be a very wet formula, but it definitely gets better with time. I really like this one once it starts to dry up a little bit more. And then another one that I loved since I opened it, and sadly it's almost running out. I'm not gonna repurchase right now because I do have 3 new ones, but this one is the Pillow Talk Push-Up Lashes. So I think I'm gonna go for that Monsieur Big for today. Let's move on with eyebrows. I'm gonna do them off camera, but I'll show you what I've been loving lately. Definitely the Patrick Ta for brows. I've got mine in the tinted. I use it every single day, even whenever I am very low makeup and I just want to add a little something to my brows. I'll go with this one. And then the other 2 favorites are the Goof Proof by Benefit, which is a more thicker pencil, which I absolutely love. And the also from Benefit, the Cabral. So I'm gonna put all these products to use, and then we'll move on with lipstick and a setting spray. So this next one is it is a cult favorite for a reason. This is going to be lip liner in a Pillow Talk. It's the most beautiful pink that literally goes perfect with any color, and that goes for the lip liner and the lipstick. So I'm going to use this as my base. I'm not sure what lipstick I'm gonna use just yet, but I do want to use this lip liner. I honestly think that if you go into the Charlotte Tilbury counter and swatch lipsticks, you will find your favorite one. She has different formulas. Her favorite for me, or of mine, is going to be her satin, which she calls it the kissing formula. I do have a couple of back here. My favorite lipstick of all time of her brand is going to be Stoned Rose. It is on the kissing formula. It is absolutely stunning. I really love this, and I've mentioned this before so many times. I'm not gonna use it today because I want to go for a more pinkish lip, but Charlotte Tilbury in general has beautiful formulas. Her matte is also one of my favorite ones, which I have Pillow Talk right here. This is my go-to lipstick on my everyday, on special occasions, whenever I want to pair this with literally any eye look and I don't know what to wear, I'll throw in Pillow Talk. Beautiful. I'm not gonna use it today again because I want something more bright. I think I know what I'm gonna use. But a couple of other recommendations. Rare Beauty's liquid lips. These are called the Matte Lip Cream. So this remind me a lot of the NYX ones, the soft matte. These are absolutely stunning, perfect for like a more blotted lip. And honestly, I've been going more to this kind of like more liquid lips since the use of masks, because I still like to wear lipstick even if no one is gonna see it. This is a great option. She doesn't have as many colors, I think maybe around 10-ish shades, 12 maybe, but you can definitely find one that you love, and the formula, it's just absolutely beautiful. It's kind of like a more souffle kind of, and they're not too expensive. They're more on the affordable side for the Sephora brands, but definitely worth it. Very quick, this is one of her newer releases and I really love it. This is the Balm. It looks like a lip gloss whenever you open it, but it's definitely more of a balm kind. It's very, very beautiful. This doesn't provide me a lot of pigment because it is very close to my lip color. I've got this in nearly nude, but it is a beautiful one. I feel like any one that you pick from this, you will absolutely love, because it is like a lip gloss and lip balm in one. I really, really love this. Another brand of lipstick that I've discovered recently and I absolutely fell in love, it's going to be the Gucci lipsticks. So I do have 3 of them in here. It's gonna be one of those like Charlotte Tilbury that it just depends on what you like, whether more satin finish, a matte, a more sheer one. I do have only 2 of them. I haven't tried the matte formula, but I'm definitely eager to try one of those. I picked up the new one from the satin in the shade I don't remember, I'll put it right here, and I cannot wait to receive my box. But anyway, the 3 that I have, and I'm gonna go for this one today. This is the sheer formula. This is Millicent Rose. I've used it before so many times, and this has been my go-to lip for the past couple of weeks. It is very, very beautiful. And I like to go, it's more sheer, but even if you just apply it very lightly on your lips, it looks very, very bright. You'll see it in a minute whenever I apply it, but it gives a beautiful color to your lips. The other 2 satin that I have, I've got Agatha Orange, which last year I was on the hunt for the perfect orange, and this is definitely it. It's very, very stunning. And I mean, the packaging just speaks for itself. They've got the prettiest components out of all of my lipsticks. I think these are my favorite. And then lastly, I've got the shade Janet Rust, also from the satin. Whenever I bought this originally, I wanted to buy the matte one, but I actually picked the wrong one in store and they gave me a satin. I liked it regardless, but I am interested in trying the matte formula in this color and in a couple more reds. But for today, we're gonna go for the Millicent Rose, and you'll see how beautiful this shade is. You see how right now the makeup, I'm loving it. It looks very beautiful, but then I apply this and everything just changes. It's just such a beautiful shade. And I like to apply just a little bit because this can, even if it's sheer, it can be very pigmented, and that very intense bubblegum pink, I feel like it's just for some occasions. But I go and apply just very kind of like lightly, like tap my lips, and it's still very, very beautiful. For my last recommendation and the last step of this makeup application, we have the setting spray. This is the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray by Charlotte Tilbury. I haven't had this for a long time, but I really, really love it. It'll set your makeup in place for all day, and it smells absolutely delicious, and the spritz, it's very, very fine mist. It smells like roses, or like a bit of like a very faint light perfumey, but very, very delicious. I really love it. And again, the mist is just very, very perfect. It doesn't give you like chunks, and it just like a very even spray. I absolutely love that product. But anyway, here's the final look. I know this video is gonna take forever, so if you did finish watching it, thank you so much for watching. I'll leave the links for everything down below. I'll show you, of course, once I get my box, what I got. I didn't get a lot of makeup, but the sale just started. I did get more hair products. I did get my shampoo, my conditioner, just kind of like basics that I need, and with a discount, always take advantage of that. But I'll show you once I get it. I do need to go in store because I want to get a new perfume for spring, summer, and I just haven't decided which one I want. So I want to go and smell some, and I might pick a new lipstick and maybe a new foundation. So stay tuned for that. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you did like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!